Why, hello everyone. Good to see you. Paul Trenny here. I'm going to make some psychedelic posters. I'm so glad you guys are here today, and this is going to be fantastic. Reviewing the principles of design as well. And I'm back. So this is going to be good. Thank you so much for joining me. Just had to switch something over. Let's get this party started. Want to welcome Annika. Sorry I had to just jump off really fast to switch something. But good to have you, Steve, Annika, Wade, Felicia. Good to see you, my friends. Of course, we're reviewing Discord designs, and this is actually where you'll get the links to the files and all that good stuff. But you could also do that in the browser, as you know. So, what's up, everybody? And we're back. All right. So, yes, continue to post to good old Discord. All right, so we'll be reviewing these, even if you're reviewing the encore presentation, right? We're going to be doing some psychedelic posters, as you can see, and then submit your challenges right through here, the challenge tab, as you can see. And this is the simple design we're working on today. Lava lamp time, that's for sure, right? And it's also right here, so I'm just gonna paste that right over here. Afroja, awesome, cool, bam, there we are. Scroll down, this is the second to the last one, by the way, so yeah, that's a thing. So this is gonna be really fun, right? I think just as things become better in the world, again, depends on the part of the world, but you know, it's kind of fun to think about like summer concert series and just these really fun posters that are made. Just again, these are very psychedelic posters, but I'm just like really into them, right? They're colorful, they're bright, they're manipulating type like a master. So that's the idea. That's what we're gonna be doing today. Hello, Muriel, awesome. So this is gonna be a lot of fun, right? All that the file has in it, by the way, if things stop freaking out on me, is this text right in here, right? So, yeah, psychedelic poster. Here's the text, and let's get to work, shall we? Right? All right, good. Marie, I'm looking forward to today's challenge as well. So select all of that text. That's what I'm doing. I'll kind of move it off to the side, and we'll kind of go through different fonts, right? So this is really up to you to pick the font that you want, but think of something psychedelic. I've already showed you guys Climate Crisis, but that's actually a fun, thick font that I could see myself using. So I'm just gonna favorite that one. Right over here, favoriting that font. Scrolling on down, we can see what else works for us. This one, FS Kinney VF trial, I guess, version is what I have there. Summer vibes. It's gonna be really cool, right? 60s pop, hey, it's like all the work's done for us with this font, doesn't it seem that way? But again, favoriting it. And Alfarn. I typically like a sans serif, a very thick sans serif font. Oh yes, Stephen, good call. An Art Nouveau font would be perfect. But even this like Anton regular, that one actually might work as well. So again, I'm going to be doing most of the manipulation, right? Ooh, here's Big Fish is kind of interesting, right? So feel free to do that, by the way. Easiest thing to do actually is just to jump out to, wait for it, jump out to Adobe fonts. Sorry, that took a second. Look at these. Oh, this is fun too. I like this one. So if I click on the Find More, so what this is doing is this is searching Adobe fonts, and that's actually giving me these fonts that are not downloaded yet. So as I roll over some of these, I like this fat one. It's called Supersize. Off to the side, right over here, it says, hey, you know what, go ahead and download it, right? So it kind of looks like it's already in Photoshop, but I can go ahead and activate this font as it says right there, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Cool. But I still like to jump out to the browser and go to fonts.adobe.com, because what this is going to give me is my sign in dialog, which is always fun. But also right over here, browse fonts off to the side. These are all the fun categories we get. So if we want funky, which is kind of what we're going for, somebody else mentioned Art Deco, which is a good call, but we can go to these funky, psychedelic, PS. Hardest thing for most designers is just to spell it right. Ooh, synthemesque, if that's how you say it. But that's a great one. So synth, I'll look for that synth font, and we'll activate black current as well. Okay, cool. We picked our font. We're done. Let's get back in here. Let's make the world a better place, shall we? Let's make it a better place with fonts. Okay, we got to make sure no filters are on. And there we go. Boom. Talk about a fun font. Awesome. All right, let's move on. I've spent 6 minutes just finding the fonts that I need, but sometimes that's like most of the battle is getting the fonts right. Right? So the easiest thing to do when it comes to manipulating text is by selecting it. And you could do this a couple different ways. I like to show this right down here. We can go into text warp. There's envelope distort. There's a number of things we can do. So we can make with warp. So a lot of these options are actually right up here as well. So if we click right here, make with warp, make with mesh, right? So we'll make it with a warp, right? So I'm just clicking on vibes, bam, we're clicking right there, and now all of a sudden we have that arc, right? So we could arc things. This is great for badges. Anytime we want to warp text around a line, right, we can do that. There's also flag, which I like, right? Give it that sounds, vibes look, right? And we can have some fun with this text. So that's all I'm doing, is switching this up a little bit, having this kind of vibe and move together, or not, right? Just having fun with this text, as you can see. Sounds, vibes, summer. Let's take psychedelic. I don't want to manipulate it too much because the font is already kind of crazy. Right? If I manipulate it too much, you're not going to be able to read it. Let's go with this side. There we go. Cool. Done. All right, you guys get the idea. Easy enough, right? And I could always click inside of it, right? So I envelope distorted this, or with a warp. So it's basically inside of this envelope. So it's still editable. Double click, you could see. Here's my layer, here's envelope. So I'm inside of this text element. Because chances are I misspelled psychedelic. So sure enough, jump in there, change the name, swap out, say, the color. You get the idea. Which is what I should have done in the first place. Now, what I can also do is, rather than double clicking every time to click and change the text or the color, what you can do is you can just use the direct selection tool. So that means you don't have to jump inside of that envelope. You could just kind of click out here, click on the color, go over here, click on this one. We'll get a purple. Oops. That one actually looks like I had to click inside of it. There we go. Color is taking a little bit of time. It's so interesting that I'm actually clicking on that. Okay, there we go. Let's change this to blue. Why not? Right? Key thing is we just changed all the colors. We could change them to something else. Okay, you could release the warp tool too. Thank you, Groovy. Awesome. Kanika, what's up? So colors aren't that great. That's okay. I would actually jump out here. I'd go to Recolor Artwork, right? And this is a cool thing that we can do because color is going to play a huge part, right, in creating a psychedelic poster. And some of these just like nail it. Like these colors look great, right? These colors are amazing. Look at that. So what we can do is we can actually take that. Let's take it. Let's drop it in here. Boom. There it is. Our psychedelic colored poster, right? Now we can take that, take our text, go to edit, edit colors, recolor artwork, right? From there, we can use the color theme picker. So color theme picker right here, click, and then we can click, and then it changes to those colors. You could also do a click and drag to select certain segments. It looks like it's actually not changing it that much, but I just changed those colors to match the poster, right? I actually kind of want to do that again because I want to edit the colors and kind of work on this a little bit more. Color theme picker. Let's grab, I want to grab some or change that to more of that blue. So these colors are okay. Let's unlink it. Take this one, let's move that over there, and you get the idea. Okay, so I'm kind of just tweaking it. You get the idea. They all kind of have the same intensity. And we're done. Cool. All right. It's okay. What do you guys think? I'm not crazy about this. I'm trying to dial in this orange. I just want it to like pop a little bit more. So let's like make it a little bit more like, I don't know, just exciting. Okay, cool. You guys get the idea. We've made this. This looks good. Let's move on. Let's get this out of the way. Let's manipulate this text some more, or what I can do is I can jump in and push things around even more with even more fidelity. So let's set this one aside, by the way. I would probably throw some fun colors in the background. But let's go back to this one here, right? So let's do this a different way. I have this text, and what I want to do is I actually want to have a really cool shape. So I'll just hit N for pencil, and I'll just draw a funky shape like this. And maybe this is going to be part of my illustration in some way, okay? So let's just remove that extra little point. This is basically the shape I have. In fact, I might want to smooth it out a little bit more. So let's just simplify this down some more. So we get a nice smooth shape, right, that I want to manipulate. Something like that. Okay, so again, I'm just trying to make a cool psychedelic shape. Okay, there we are. Okay. We have this shape now. We have all this text. We want the text to go inside of that shape. So we will select both. We'll make sure the shape's on top, of course. We'll go to Object. We'll go down to Envelope Distort, and we'll make it with the top object. Select Make with Top Object. Sure enough, it warps that text exactly as we expected. Yeah, Synthemisk. Sorry, Annika, the hardest thing about most fonts is just pronouncing it correctly. Okay, but look at this. Now we can kind of manipulate this any way we want based on that shape that we drew. It is a simplified version, but again, it's fun that we can come in here and start playing with all of these shapes, right? There we go, because we're not quite reading vibes as much as I'd like. Maybe we want to read more psychedelic, or we just want to change the shape entirely. I have like that full control, which is awesome. And by the way, we can always change the text on the inside too. So there we are. We'll double click. We're now inside of that object. And sure enough, there's my text that I can change and maybe give this word psychedelic a little bit more like room and kind of make these almost like touch, right? So expanding these text elements out and just kind of nesting them together a little bit more, right? So that's all I'm doing, right? Just like that. Cool. You guys get the idea. This could be anything that you want. And there you go. So notice how I'm editing the contents right up here. And we can also edit the envelope like so. Edit envelope. I think somebody might mention this a second ago because I'm still noticing that P is really tough to see. So let's change it like so. Something like that. And then we can draw our other fun shapes around it. Cool. From there, we can add some other interesting elements around it, whether we want to, I don't know, add other text, whatever band is going to be there. Like, what I'm thinking of, like, this is like a summer music festival. So, like, let me know who you guys would like to see there. I would like to see Panic at the Disco there. Why not? We'll put them down there. Who else do you guys like? Throw out some band names. Hello, Goodbye. Haven't heard that name in a bit, huh? But again, we can start to manipulate this as well. So for this text, what if I want it to wrap around that top edge? We could draw a line. Again, right here, boom. Let's actually make sure it's a smooth line. We'll draw this line like so. There it is. As you can see, it is green. And now, am I going crazy? Here, I'll just copy this text. This is what I'm doing. Copy this text. Gonna select type on a path tool. Roll over that. It recognizes the path. We click, and then we can paste in that text. Did I get it? Click, paste. There it is. Hello, goodbye. And we'll move this text over, and now you can see it's kind of floating around that curve like so. Jack White, there we go. That's what I want to see. Arctic Monkeys, yeah, yeah, yes. Oh, yeah, buddy. I like it. Yeah, yeah, yes. I mean, perfect name for this music festival. Awesome. Yeah, yeah, yes. Jack White, good. Cool. And I desperately need to work on the color in here, that's for sure. But really the easiest thing to do is probably still to make with warp, right? That seems to be the easiest. We can arc upper. There we go. We have Jack White down there. You get the idea. And we're just having fun. Alrighty, folks. Hope you guys are doing well this fine, what is it, Thursday already? Frank Zappa. Man, you're going old school. All right, so sometimes, and this is the last thing I'm going to cover, sometimes you might need to actually break your text apart. So here's this text, and I really want to get crazy with it, right? Sometimes you need to outline it. I said break apart. I basically mean outline. So create outlines. It's no longer text, it is a shape. Oh, before I do that, by the way, I want to point out, and I did this, I think, a couple days ago, for all these tools, there's also the touch type tool. All of these should make sense, right? I did type on a path. You guys know everything. You guys know how to read. Touch type tool. So now I can take this and I can start to move this text around, right? And it's all part of the same line still. But I'm able to kind of move this around and make it look just a little bit more fun and organic in this case, right? So that actually works pretty well. Boom. Yeah, yeah, yes. Zoop. Boom, boom. There it is. What if that still doesn't get me what I want? You ready for this? Love the touch type tool. So do I. Touch type tool is awesome. It's just the name kind of might throw people, so that's why I like to cover it. So here we have this text. We'll go in, we will create outlines. It's no longer text, it's a bunch of shapes, right? We could just have some fun with this. It's a bunch of shapes, I'll prove it to you. We will do a random swatches fill. Oh, I gotta ungroup it. And then let's try this. Come on, buddy, hurry up. We don't have much time. There we go. We made it funky, right? But also we could start pushing and pulling this stuff around. Yes, it's no longer a font, okay, but it's a vector, so we can have some fun with it. So we get to use something like the warp tool, the twirl tool. It's perfect for a warped poster, right? So we have this warp tool is what I have selected, and I can take this, push it up, push this up like that. Just have some more fun with pulling this content around, right? Any way we want. You shouldn't be manipulating Bezier points manually. Like, you want to just kind of have fun, make it just as if it's like, I don't know, Jello or, I don't know, something organic. We're able to push things around. You guys get the idea, right? You get the idea. I would say, yeah, you do. That's a good color palette. There we go, Paul. Good job. Finally, took you forever, right? Yeah, it did. What were those colors? I love this color. I love this color. I love this zap of... And then we need maybe just like... I might need to work on this blue, because this blue is almost too true blue. I don't know. Might need to work on it a little bit. Right, there we go. Those will be our colors. You get the idea. Right, we're editing the contents. Right, let's just select. Boom. Let's have some fun. Shabam. Vibes, baby. Good vibes. This summer is what I want everybody to have. All right, hopefully that works for you. And you get the idea. Boom. Alrighty, everyone. Need to do a lot more work on this, but you guys get the idea. Down to my last couple of minutes. I'm missing all the... Why is there no... I'm here tomorrow. Unless you know something I don't know. Do you know something I don't? There we are. Group it. Shrink it down. Put this over here. You guys get the idea. Have fun. Turn off that layer. Command H. Really start to fill this poster out like I'm doing. And you can always have fun with lines. I didn't really even talk much about the blend tool. I think we talk about it like all the time. But there's more we can do with, like, we could use the blend tool in this poster to kind of have some cool lines. So don't forget about that. Use the blend tool, do a fun line, do another fun line, take those two lines and blend them together real fast. Hurry up, Paul. Color. Get away. I want it to be two thick, fun lines that will blend together. Boom. Boom. You guys get the idea. All right, everybody, that is it for me. I appreciate you guys hanging out this fine Thursday. Masterclasses tomorrow, and yeah, so kind of create what you want. Hopefully it's not as messy as this. Don't feel like you have to do some 32 band lineup. Just play with some fun text, output it, and post to Behance for all of us to check out. This is really all I was going for at the end of the day, right? And we're well on our way within 30 minutes to create something cool. So appreciate you guys. Stick around for more. We got a cool day today of fun stuff. I don't really actually know 100% what's up next, but I'm sure it's going to be good. Is that okay that I say that? Tomorrow's master classes, so I'll be on at 8 a.m. and then at 10:30 a.m. That's actually Mountain Time, and then actually at 12:30. So full day for me. But most importantly, it's all about you guys. So I want to make sure you guys have fun. 1,000 more things we could talk about. I'm so glad I have tomorrow to do some of this stuff. And this is a great thing to work on tomorrow. All right, Robert, Wade, Steven, I appreciate you guys. I see you guys hanging out with me. Lamia. Definitely your participation doesn't go unnoticed. Oh, is that looks like the guy from Breaking Bad. Nandu did a great job. Let's drop that in there. Type manipulation, and that's what we were doing today. Done. Okay, hardest thing is probably spelling whatever band you're supposed to. Hard part about our jobs is the spelling. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, cool. Everybody take care. Stay groovy, and we'll see you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see ya.